I turned right to the page of the story I wanted to read you. It was in my mind. I opened it. Now I must read it to you. Welcome back to Mr. Schaefer Reads. I'm sorry I have not posted anything in a while. This channel is devoted to you getting better at reading, becoming a stronger reader, which will make you a stronger thinker, which, this is Mr. Schaefer's hope, that you learn to love what is true, good, and beautiful, because those are the recipes of a good life. Those are the, ingredients to a good life. Truth, beauty, and goodness. I don't know how to help you find that exactly, but I think this is the best place to start, is reading you a good story, telling you to read. So without further ado, this is the story of the youth who went forth to learn what fear was, by the brothers Grimm. A certain father had 2 sons, the elder of whom was smart and sensible, and could do everything, but the younger was stupid, and could neither learn nor understand anything. And when people saw him, they said, "There's a fellow who will give his father some trouble." When anything had to be done, it was always the elder who was forced to do it. But if his father asked him to fetch anything when it was late, or in the night time, and the way led through the churchyard or any other dismal place, he answered, "Oh, no, father, I'll not go there. It makes me shudder." For he was afraid. Or when stories were told by the fire at night, which made the flesh creep, the listeners sometimes said, "Oh, it makes us shudder." The younger sat in the corner and listened with the rest of them, and could not imagine what they could mean. Pause. Turn on your closed captioning. Read along with me. It's very important that you see those words while I'm reading them. Turn on the little CC button. And if you so choose, subscribe, like, and all that business that the YouTubers say. Back to the story. The younger sat in the corner and listened with the rest of them, and could not imagine what they could mean. "They're always saying it makes me shudder. It makes me shudder. It does not make me shudder," he thought. "That, too, must be an art of which I understand nothing." Now it came to pass that his father said to him one day, "Listen to me, you fellow in the corner there. You are growing tall and strong, and you too must learn something by which you can earn your living. Look how your brother works, but you do not even earn your salt." "Well, father," he replied, "I am quite willing to earn something. Indeed, if it could be but managed, I should like to learn how to shudder. I don't understand that at all yet." The elder brother smiled when he heard that, and thought to himself, "Good God, what a blockhead that brother of mine is. He will never be good for anything as long as he lives. He who wants to be a sickle must bend himself early." The father sighed and answered him, "You shall soon learn what it is to shudder, but you will not earn your bread by that." Soon after this, the sexton came to the house on a visit, and the father bewailed his trouble, and told him how his younger son was so backward in every respect that he knew nothing and learned nothing. "Just think," he said, "when I asked him how he was going to earn his bread, he actually wanted to learn to shudder." "If that be all," replied the sexton, "he can learn that with me. Send him to me, and I will soon polish him." The father was glad to do it, for he thought, "It will train the boy a little." The sexton therefore took him into his house, and he had to ring the bell. After a day or two, the sexton awoke him at midnight, and bade him rise and go up into the church tower and ring the bell. "You shall soon learn what shuddering is," he thought, and secretly went there before him. And when the boy was at the top of the tower and turned round, and just was going to take hold of the bell rope, he saw a white figure standing on the stairs opposite the sounding hole. "Who's there?" he cried, but the figure made no reply, and did not move or stir. "Give an answer," cried the boy, "or take yourself off. You have no business here at night." The sexton, however, remained standing motionless, that the boy might think he was a ghost. The boy cried a second time, "What do you want here? Speak if you are an honest fellow, or I will throw you down the steps." The sexton thought, he can't intend to be as bad as his words. uttered no sound, and stood as if he were made of stone. Then the boy called to him for the third time, and as that was also to no avail, he ran against him and pushed the ghost down the stairs, so that it fell down 10 steps and remained lying there in a corner. Thereupon he rang the bell, went home, and without saying a word, went to bed and fell asleep. The sexton's wife waited a long time for her husband, but he did not come back. At length she became uneasy, and wakened the boy and asked, "Do you not know where my husband is? He climbed up the tower before you." "No, I don't know," replied the boy, "but someone was standing by the sounding hole on the other side of the steps, and as he would neither give an answer nor go away, I took him for a scoundrel and threw him downstairs. Just go there and you will see if it was he. I should be sorry if it were." The woman ran away and found her husband, who was lying moaning in the corner and had broken his leg. She carried him down, and then with loud screams she hastened to the boy's father. "Your boy," cried she, "has been the cause of a great misfortune. He has thrown my husband down the steps and made him break his leg. Take the good-for-nothing fellow away from our house." The father was terrified and ran there and scolded the boy. "What wicked tricks are these?" he said. "The devil must have put this into your head." "Father," he replied, "do listen to me. I am quite innocent. He was standing there by night like one who was intending to do some evil. I did not know who it was, and I warned him 3 times either to speak or to go away." "Ah," said the father, "I have nothing but unhappiness with you. Go out of my sight. I will see you no more." "Yes, father, right willingly. Wait only until it is day. Then I will go forth and learn how to shudder, and then I shall, at any rate, understand one art which will support me." "Learn what you will," said the father. "It is all the same to me. Here are 50 tailors for you. Take these and go into the wide world, and tell no one from where you come, and who your father is, for I have reason to be ashamed of you." "Yes, father, it shall be as you will. If you desire nothing more than that, I can easily keep it in mind." When day dawned, therefore, the boy put his 50 tailors into his pocket, and went forth on the great highway, and continually said to himself, "If I could but shudder! If I could but shudder!" Then a man approached who heard this conversation which the youth was holding with himself, and when he had walked a little further to where they could see the gallows, the man said to him, "Look, there is the tree where 7 men have married the rope maker's daughter, and are now learning how to fly. Sit down below it and wait till night comes, and you will soon learn how to shudder." If that is all that is wanted," answered the youth, "it is easily done. But if I learn how to shudder as fast as that, you shall have my 50 tailors. Just come back to me early in the morning." Then the youth went to the gallows, sat down below it, and waited till evening came. And as he was cold, he lighted himself a fire, but at midnight the wind blew so sharply that in spite of his fire he could not get warm. And as the wind knocked the hanged men against each other, and they moved backwards and forwards, he thought to himself, "You shiver below the fire, but how those up above must freeze and suffer." And as he felt pity for them, he raised the ladder and climbed up, unbound one of them after the other, and brought down all 7. Then he stirred the fire, blew it, and sent them all around it to warm themselves. But they sat there and did not stir, and the fire caught their clothes. So he said, "Take care, or I will hang you up again." The dead men, however, did not hear, but were quite silent, and let their rags go on burning. At this he grew angry and said, "If you will not take care, I cannot help you. I will not be burnt with you." And he hung them up again, each in his turn. Then he sat down by the fire and fell asleep. And the next morning the man came to him and wanted to have the 50 tailors, and said, "Well, do you know how to shudder?" "No," he answered. How was I to get to know? Those fellows up there did not even open their mouths, and they were so stupid that they let the few old rags which they had on their bodies get burnt." The man saw that he would not get the 50 tailors that day, and went away saying, "One of this kind has never come my way before." The youth likewise went his way, and once more began to mutter to himself, "Ah, if I could but shudder! If I could but shudder.